On today's episode, we could either book a place in the semi-final and win the Vanarama National League, or see our FA Cup run come to an end and potentially the start of the biggest bottle job in history. Which will it be? Stay around to find out. Hello and welcome to episode 35 of They Tried to Bury Us on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, we've got that FA Cup quarter-final tie away to Brighton and Hove Albion and our potentially championship clinching home game in the Vanarama National League against Cheltenham Town. So let's get straight into it, and the team to face Brighton and Hove Albion is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the lineup to face Brighton, and it is Finlay Herrick in goal, back four of Ishmael, Panzo, Mullin and Abdul Salem, McMahon Brown behind Bridge and Davis in midfield, Namai on the left, Francis on the right and Chimaziri up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, it's not very often that I disagree with my assistant manager, but I do on this one. He thinks we should show everyone the recent praise is justified, put on a real show. I think there's very little chance of us winning. So let's say there's no pressure. Go out there and play with freedom. And let's point the finger and go with that. And let's get out there and see if we can cause an upset. So we are just going to do nothing unless anything drastic happens. I fully expect us to lose. I've said that pretty much every round since the first round. And now Namai wins it back and we're on the attack. The ball over the top is cut out. Tomiyasu finds Gravenberch. And João Pedro plays it into Gravenberch. Goes to Buonanotte. Buonanotte bursting through. And he's chipped it over the crossbar. And the highlight comes to an end. So Brighton have had the better start. But that's absolutely fine. You would have expected that. In the other the other quarter-final that's being played right now, Manchester City 2, Manchester United 1. Buonanotte now with a corner, pulls it back to João Pedro, and João Pedro finds the back of the net. Brighton lead by 1-0, and we've played 13 minutes. So it's looking like this is going to be the end of the FA Cup fairy tale. So let's encourage the boys, see if we can get a little bit more out of them. I think we're definitely going to be making changes in the attacking third of the field at half-time. But if we can get to half-time at 1-0, that would be not too bad. Abdul Salem gives the ball away though, clipped forward, finds Ferguson on the right. Played in field for Buonanotte. Ferguson shoots. Ferguson scores, and it's Brighton 2, Bury 0. And I think that might be the decisive goal in this one. Chimaziri plays the kickoff back to Panzo. Bridge gives it away. Buonanotte over the top. Ferguson brings it down. 3-0, and that is game over. There's 32 minutes gone. There's no way we come back from this. We are obviously going to try. But Kelleher with the goal kick to Collins. Gravenberch to Van Heck. Played forward. And João Pedro finds Mitoma on the left-hand side. Mitoma clips it in. Ferguson's header this time hits the crossbar and goes over. It's been all Brighton. Gravenberch's free kick. The header off the woodwork. And cleared, and the highlight comes to an end. Press Buonanotte is a very good idea. And Evan Ferguson, I think we do need to specifically mark him in the second half. He's had an absolutely phenomenal first half. 3-0 at the break. Not going to win if we don't shoot. No, we're in the position we deserve to be. We'll go with that. And now, let's get Chimaziri to swap with Namai. Namai to come off for Ladapo. And let's get Chimaziri onto the right hand side. Francis off and Milenik Ali on. And actually, my third change is going to be Abdul Salem for Terrell Agimang, I think, or maybe Ryan Carr. Yeah, we'll go Ryan Carr. So 3 changes and out for the second half. And we are going to go attacking. We're going to go for it. We might get absolutely smashed, but we're going to lose anyway, so we're going to have a go. Gilmore's ball in, and that's a penalty. Ferguson, the man, fouled. And VAR is having a look and confirms the penalty. So Evan Ferguson steps up. Herrick makes the save. And now, Buonanotte with the corner. Left-footed outswinger. In fact, he goes for the pullback for João Pedro. And the shot is straight at Herrick. And it's offside anyway. So now, Bridge, you need to come off. Playing poorly and on a yellow card. Bring on Diallo. And I'm also going to take off Davis and bring on Ollie Eagle as the keeper spills that and Branthwaite pops it in the net. But is it offside? Are we going to get another reprieve? Yes, we are. It remains 3-0. It's still game over, but at least it keeps it reasonably respectable with an hour gone. And I think we've used all our subs now. We have. So I am going to encourage the boys. Carr with the throw into Eagle. To Ishmael. Ishmael into the box. And in fact, we still have it. Diallo crossed in. Header away. Mitoma brings it clear for Brighton. Plays it forward to Ferguson. Laid off to Buonanotte. João Pedro shoots. And shoots just wide. Highlight comes to an end. Panzo with a free kick. Into Eagle, but he doesn't manage to gather it. We've won it back. In fact, only very, very briefly. Van Heck finds João Pedro to Tomiyasu. Gilmore to Estupinian. Ferguson finds Mitoma. And he is flattened. I don't think it's inside the area though. I think this is going to be a free kick just outside. It is very, very close. And it is no penalty. How close was it? Pretty close. Crossed in and the header is over the bar. Highlight comes to an end. We're into the last 20. And João Pedro needs pressing. Ali over the free kick. Right footer. Can he hit the target? He's lining up his options. Goes for goal. Hits the wall. Cleared away. And the highlight comes to an end. We will press João Pedro. And now Panzo with a free kick forward. Header clear from Brighton. Buonanotte to Hinchelwood onto João Pedro. Hinchelwood shoots And Jack Hinchelwood scores. It's Brighton 4, Bury 0. And it's all coming to an end with rather a whimper. Now, Ali with a free corner into the box. Ferguson gets it and runs it clear. Buonanotte over the halfway line. Ferguson goes in field. Dispossessed. And Herrick clears. We've lost it again though. And it's through for Evan Ferguson, and that's 5-0. Referee is signalling an offside. I think this might be a goal. No, it is offside. It remains 4-0. And we're into the last 10 minutes. So can we get a goal to at least give us something to cheer about? Brighton on the attack again. Gilmour to Estupinian. Branthwaite to Hinchelwood onto Van Heck. Hinchelwood out to João Pedro on the right. Holds it up. Beats his man. Gets the cross in. And the header is over the top of Herrick's crossbar. And that ends that highlight. We're into the last couple of minutes. 3 minutes of added time. And that should do it. And there is the full-time whistle. Brighton and Hove Albion 4, Bury 0. I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and our first opportunity to clinch the Vanarama National League title. Our opponent's Cheltenham Town. We are the home team, and this is the side that's going to go out there and try and do it. It is right in goal. Back four of Ishmael, Wildman Armour, Mullin and Abdul Salem. McMahon Brown behind Bridge and Davis in midfield. Namai on the left. Francis on the right. Chimaziri up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant manager wants me to say we're doing well, we're on a good run. Keep it going, shall we? I'll agree with him this time. Pumped fists and go with that. And let's get out there and go win the league. So here we go. As always, first 10 minutes, see how things go. If we need to make any adjustments, we will. Hopefully not. We only need a draw to be champions and gain promotion. So let's not lose, and then we will be a league club by the end of today's episode. And we're 20 minutes in. I think I'm going to demand more, actually. We've not had a highlight yet. We've had the only shots of the match at all. None of them on target or even highlight worthy. But now Bridge with the corner, headed away. Wildman Armour knocks it down to Bridge. And Ryan Francis finds the back of the net. I think there was a deflection, but it's his goal as the shot was on target. And it is Bury 1. Cheltenham Town 0, and as the commentary said, we have now got one hand on the trophy. If we can hold on to this, we are champions. And we're into the final 5 minutes of the first half, leading by a goal to 0. As you can see, Torquay have replaced Cheltenham in second place. But they had already played their 42nd game, so cannot catch us. Doing well. Definitely another gear, though. Absolutely. And in terms of changes, Chimaziri, you can come off. Ladapo can come on. And let's see. Can we change his... No, he's just declined. In fact, no, we could make him a poacher. And that would give him his 2 stars back. And my other change, I think, is going to be Ryan Francis for Milenic Ali. And I'll then swap him and Namai around. And let's go. Second half underway. Can we go on and finish the job? Cheltenham Town on the attack, but Davis wins it back. Plays it to Ishmael. Ishmael crosses it into the box. Headed away, but only as far as Namai. Namai beats his man. Crosses it in. And Milenik Ali off the bench. It's taken him 2.5 minutes to head it into the back of the net. And it is Bury 2, Cheltenham Town 0. And surely now we are on our way to the Football League. So now Edmondson with the throw in for Cheltenham. Finds Riley. Riley back to Edmondson. Forced back to the goalkeeper. Finds Shepherd. Shepherd's ball forward. Finds Popov. Plays it forward, but Bridge cuts it out. Now Wildman Armour gets it back from Bridge. Ishmael plays it into Davis. Threads it through the eye of a needle. It's deflected to Abdul Salem, and Ladapo finds the back of the net. His 17th goal of the season. It's Bury 3, Cheltenham Town 0, and needing a point, we're absolutely running away with it. So we are going up. I will now formally predict that we are going up. If we don't concede 3 goals in the next 20 minutes, we will be promoted as champions. And in fact, if we don't concede 4 in the next 20 minutes, we'll go up as champions. We only need a draw. And the cross comes in. It's headed away. Cooper brings it clear for Cheltenham. Finds Popov to Keener. He's dispossessed, but it falls to Popov. And the cross comes in. Aidan Keener's on the end of it. That's 3-1. I'm not worried yet. There was always going to be a moment for Cheltenham. They have taken their chance. And now, if I can get Namai off, I will. He's tiring rapidly. And we can bring on Ryan Carr. In fact, we could bring on Terrell Aguiman to play on the right wing. And as I'm making that change, Abdul Salem fires us into a 4-1 lead. And if there was any doubt before, there isn't now. Yes, I want to make that change. And I think we've got more changes available. We do. Ryan Carr's going to come on in midfield. As Wildman Armour feeds Bridge. Wildman Armour goes past Brooks, finds Ishmael. Wildman Armour to Ali. Ali shoots, but it's wide. And the highlight comes to an end. And we've got one more sub available. I'm going to bring Panzo on at right back as my final change. And now McMahon Brown to Carr. Through for Ali. Holds it up. Ishmael to Carr. Back to McMahon Brown. And he shoots wide. But we're into 4 minutes of stoppage time. We lead 4-1. The job is done. So I'm going to take my hand off the mouse and let the clock run down. There is the full-time whistle. And we get the National League trophy presentation and confirmation that we will be a Football League side next season. So I'll let you enjoy the trophy presentation. And there it is. The trophy is lifted skywards. And the confetti rains down on the pitch. Fireworks explode into the night sky. And I'll be back in a moment to show you confirmation of the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the Vanarama National League table as it stands today, and as you can see, 42 games played, 28 wins, 11 draws, just the 3 defeats, 95 points, 16 clear of Torquay United with only 12 left to play for. So we are champions with 4 games to go. So let's take a look at what is coming up on the next episode. And I don't think there's any point me showing you any of the last 4 games of the season. I won't show you the FA Trophy semi-final, so I will bring you back at the end of the season. If we make the FA Trophy final, I will show you that, and I'll show it you as part of the end of season transfer special. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.